Alright, good morning ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing? My name is Radi and I'm a cinematographer. Today's Sunday and I'm into the studio because there's going to be a movie shoot happening here on this set. So me and Chris are mentoring a little movie shoot that's going to be happening today into our studio. They built a set, they brought some lights, and I came in, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unlock the studio today, let them do whatever they have to do to get the movie done, but I'm in charge of the health and safety risk assessment, boring stuff. And let me tell you about all this. Risk assessments are very important documents that go over all of the hazards that could occur on set that could lead to potential dangerous situations. So what we try to do is we try to anticipate all these potential situations and we try to minimize them. We try to eliminate them as much as possible without harming anything else. In lighting department there are very few things, there are many things that could go wrong, but there are very few things that you have to keep in mind. We use a lot of cables, so make sure that all the cables are stretched properly, everything looks neat and tidy, you don't have bunches of cables left everywhere. Also, when you're using big lights like this one, make sure that you don't leave cable inside of the drum. And what a drum is, it's that little thing right there. So make sure you do this. You get the cable out of the drum because it becomes a coil. So all of the electricity that travels around it starts inducting heat because it's very close together and could start potential fires and all that jazz. Another thing that we use all of the time everywhere are C-stands, and C-stands are basically stands that are magic. We use them to put stuff in shot, we use them to put lights over sets, we use them to prop stuff wet. But there is a major rule about C-stands. Always put the weight of the C-stand over the big leg and put a sandbag on it. Now, be wary of where all your exits are. Be wary where your fire extinguishers are, because you never know what's gonna happen. Once I was on set, it was in the middle of the night, a light burst in flames because the bulb broke inside, and because I knew where the fire extinguishers I managed to jump across the room, grab the fire extinguisher, climb on a ladder that somebody else brought me, and extinguish the fire before we set any damage to the 500-year-old structure of the building, which was quite an intense couple of hours. If you're working in cinematography, you probably are aware of power of lights. This one right here is a 300. What 300 means is a 300 watt light bulb. Be aware how much power you can put on your electricity rig. Now right here we have two 13 amp plugs. Now this does not mean that these are two 13 amps. That's 13 amp in total. Do you know what I mean? Because the cable splits to accommodate these two sockets, so we have 13 amp there. But if we assume that 13 amp is just the one right here, that means that you can probably attach close to 3000 watts, 2960 watts I think, on one of those sockets, which you need to calculate. And if you can't calculate, if you don't know how to calculate, don't do the light thing. Get somebody else that understands how. Yeah, good. Now, safety cables. If you are doing something like this, it's called overhanging a light, make sure that it's secure. So what these guys have done is they use rope to secure the light to the beam, which is good. Right. To me, looks pretty good. I'm gonna give a go ahead, and I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna make some pancakes. It's like before 8 o'clock right now on Sunday. I'm not paid to do this. I need cookies. Alright, good morning ladies and gentlemen.